Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be similar to this previous video, and it's basically just going to be a day in the life of what I get up to, a gym session, and yeah, just going through how I'm training and stuff like that. But there are a few things that I want to talk about today. And firstly, if you watched the previous few videos, you'll know that A, I'm no longer running, and B, I'm trying to replace running with other things like the rowing machine and also swimming, which means that even though rowing is like 60% leg power, I also have to look after my upper body as well and my back. So I'm going to be doing a shoulder mobility routine today and basically showing you what I do to make sure that my rotator cuffs stay healthy and I'm mobile and I'm like, fit on my upper body, because we don't want any injuries like from that. And yeah, I also have a bench press focus session today. So basically I do 3 full body sessions a week now, and they all have a focus. So on Monday it was leg press focused. It's usually squat focused, but I'm not squatting at the minute. Today's bench press focused, and then my next session, which will be on Saturday, will be a deadlift focus. So there's always like a main compound lift and then accessories to follow, like full body accessories. I'm going to show you bits of that today, but today is more about mobility, looking after my shoulders and yeah, stuff like that. And hopefully it's going to be a fun one. And then lastly, the one thing I don't think I mentioned yet since kind of restarting this whole YouTube thing again is I'm now a level 3 qualified personal trainer, which you'll probably know, but I've also started studying to be a level 4 strength and conditioning coach, which means that I can work with sports teams, which is incredibly exciting, and it was always part of the plan. I just never was expecting to do it so soon. So I am so excited for that. And with the Olympics being on, I just can't wait to get started and be qualified. But it's a really, really cool course. I'm doing it with Strength and Conditioning Education. It's all online. It's really, really easy to follow. And I'm so excited, and I'm more excited as well because there's going to be a lot of interesting videos coming to this channel. There's a lot of things I need to learn, and it's so exciting. When I first started filming this today, it was like 9:30 and I felt like so motivated and ready for the day. It's now 2:15 and I'm the complete opposite. I've got no energy. I'm really not in the mood to train, but we're off to work. Got a client tonight, got a good session, some new movements I want to do, and some shoulder mobility. Well, yesterday's day didn't go to plan at all. When I set off yesterday, we had just mad rain, to the point where you're on the motorway and there's that much rain that you literally can't see a thing. It was like that, and I've never driven in weather like that before, so I absolutely hated it. All I wanted to do was just get to the gym, just chill out for half an hour and just kind of like wind down from just a very traumatic driving experience. Anyway, I got there and it turns out that there was that much rain that Eden had actually flooded. I wasn't there when it happened, but I think basically loads of water came in from the roof at once, which meant that all like the floor was flooded. It was a bit of a nightmare. So obviously they had to shut, and at this point now I think they're still shut. I think it's all sorted, like there's no damage or anything like that. They got somebody in, it's all good, but it meant that I couldn't train, and it meant that the video that I had planned didn't really happen. So yeah, it was a little bit of a nightmare, and these things happen. But normally when I can't train at Eden and I don't want to go to a commercial gym, because training in a semi-private gym where you've got everything to yourself and there's nobody there it's hard to go to a busy gym after you've had that experience. So I usually go into the cellar gym, the home gym. However, last week we had mad rain here and the cellar gym flooded. So if that's not ruined, it's all sorted, all drained out. I think today the water board are coming to have a look at it, but it's just a bit filthy and a lot of work needs doing to clear it up and kind of sort it out so that it doesn't happen again. And yeah, just a lot of flooded gyms at the minute. So this is the current situation in the home gym. a bit of a mess, but because we've had to sort out the other cellar because that also got flooded and everything in the hallway got flooded and ruined, everything's been sorted, so things have just been dumped in here whilst it's not being used. But luckily I don't think anything's damaged. I think it's just a case of it's just very, very sandy, a bit messy, and it just needs a really, really big clean, hopefully. But yeah, it's like one of those things, it's a cellar, isn't it, at the end of the day? These things happen. Not very often. I think it's a rare thing to happen, but it happens when you just get like mad rain after a mad heat wave, I suppose. So yeah, life. Yeah, so this video just hasn't gone to plan. I mean, I could film a mobility routine in like the living room. I just don't want to do it. I just feel like because I've got a proper gym to film in now. I've also got the cellar gym to film in, and I could make really, really good videos in there. I just don't see the point in just making a mobility video where I don't even have the facilities to do it. So I'm gonna not make the video about a shoulder mobility, and instead I feel like we've not had a proper catch up since I started making videos again. When I was last on a really, really good streak of making vlogs, it was just before I moved house. I'd managed to get ahead of myself, so it meant that I could upload twice a week. I had a reason to film because I was doing all the math training. I signed up to the London Marathon, and I just really, really enjoyed filming, and nothing really got in the way of it. We then moved house at the end of February, and to be honest, everything has just been so full on since then with like the house move. We got ill. I then had to do loads of revision for my last exams, my practicals. I then got a job at Eden. Me and Jack then went away at the beginning of June. He proposed, which was amazing, and then we came back and it's been full on because obviously being self-employed and trying to do personal training and get clients and stuff, it's just been incredibly full on. And unfortunately training just it's taken a back seat. Like at Eden there's like a body scanning machine, like a body composition machine. When I first did it I was like a certain weight, and then 6 weeks later I'd lost muscle mass, I'd put on weight, I'd put on fat, and it's just been a case of working on other things in order to get to the places where I want to be. And obviously I'm not where I want to be yet, but I feel like I'm in a good position now to start making videos. I know what I want to film. I've got a few ideas in my head of things that I want to do now that I'm not running. And yeah, it's just been very, very busy, very stressful, and I'm looking forward to the remaining few months of 2021, hopefully getting back on track with the things that I enjoy the most. So training, it took a back seat. I didn't really know what my goals were. I wasn't enjoying training at all, and I just I enjoyed going to the gym. I enjoyed trying to get stronger and set myself like deadlift goals and stuff like that, but I wasn't enjoying the process as much as I thought I would. So I'm somebody that likes to train towards something. That's why I like running. That's why I signed up to things like the Manchester 10K and the London Marathon, because I like the challenge of it, but nothing has given me that ever since. Like, it's all fun, like, oh, I want to get a 100 kilo deadlift, I want to get an 80 kilo squat or whatever, but for some reason, as much as I enjoy doing that and as much as I'm still going to be chasing those type of goals, I feel like I need some sort of other challenge, and that's a whole video in itself, but that's the reason as well why I just haven't really been training the way that I'd like to, why I've lost muscle mass, why I just haven't really been in a consistent routine since the gym's reopened and stuff like that. The final thing that I should mention is I'm now on a level 4 strength and conditioning course, which I think I mentioned at the beginning of this video. It basically means that I can work with athletes, I can do sessions for athletes, and it's just incredibly cool. So for those of you who don't know, I absolutely love sport. I love going to the gym, I love all of that kind of stuff, but I love having a sport, and I think that's what quitting running took away from me. I want to have that sport which I can work towards, and hopefully now when I get this qualification help other people get ready for things like the Olympics, which is just so exciting. I don't know what sport I'd love to go into just yet. Like, there's a few things on my mind, but for now it's just a case of getting the course done and then hopefully progressing in a career in strength and conditioning, which is, it's just unreal. Anyway, I'm gonna probably end the video here. It's not the video I wanted to get out, but I am daily vlogging, so I'm not promising anything, but hopefully like the next few videos are going to be a little bit more exciting and have more gym related stuff within it, and yeah. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like. If you're new, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.